Also, Goldtoes.
Yeah.
They shot the music video down here.
Yeah, he shot the music video down here, man. It was a pretty, you know, it was a big deal, right? Like it seemed like it was a big deal. It seemed like it was a hidden message, but once again, dog, you know, like another goofball, you know, and it's unfortunate because he's a grown man, you know. He's older than me, you know what I'm saying? And you would think that that with that type of experience and longevity and the game that he's had, he would have worried more about, you know, bringing talent to the table and a product that's worth viewing instead of, you know, trying to, I don't know, insult us or try to let his nuts hang where he can't. You know what I mean? It was a failed attempt. You know, Jenny 69 ain't nobody. You know what I mean? Like she's just a overrated, glamorized slut. You know what I mean? If you ask me, you know what I'm saying? So you know to come down here, man, and then, you know, like Baldacci got drug into it, you know what I'm saying? He did a cameo, you know, and I spoke to him about it, and he was like, look, bro, like it wasn't like that, you know what I mean? I wasn't invited. I pulled up. When I pulled up, I saw what was going on. So I felt like I should show face, you know what I mean? And let it be known that like one of us was present, you know what I mean? And unfortunately for him though, the homies ain't trying to hear that shit, you know? The homies want to see him slap the shit out of somebody, especially with such a menacing face and name behind himself. It's like, when you're the face of LA, what do you think, dog? You think about a monstrous gangbanger, you know what I mean? So his gentleman-like way of dealing with things didn't really resonate the way that he was hoping to, you know what I mean? And it is what it is, you know what I mean? I don't hold it against him, you know, I get it, you know? He's a grown man and he was trying to show maturity, you know what I'm saying? But streets ain't trying to see no maturity, man. The streets want to see the opposite of that, you know? Especially when it's us against them, you know what I mean? They want to see blood, you know what I mean, run through the streets, you know? As they should, you know what I mean? That's just the name of the game, you know? Lakers and Celtics, baby. You know what I mean? It's got to go down, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
With all that going on, man, you know what I'm saying? It seems like it's been more of an issue as of recent. It seems like it's becoming, you know what I'm saying, more and more time is going by. You know what I'm saying? It seems to be like, you know, something that we just, it seems like at least something I hear about. More and more and more, you know. Do you ever see a point where, you know what I'm saying, where it like won't be an issue, where, you know what I'm saying, dudes might go up north, or, you know what I'm saying, dudes from up north are going to come down here and it won't be such a thing?
Well, see, you got to understand, right? Like, for us down here in LA, you know, or not even LA, but Southern Cali, it's like, you know, like I said, it's the mecca of gangbanging, dog. So like, we have more than enough enemies, right? So it's not one of the things where like, we're in a isolated area where we have to look for enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're born into them. They're there, you know what I'm saying? It's like the light posts on the streets, you know? Like the street signs. We got enemies everywhere. So for the southern side, it's like, them dudes are like China to United States, you know what I mean? Like everybody talks about them and you know what I'm saying? They're growing in numbers and you know what I mean? It's like, it's a myth to us, dog. Like we don't have to face it, you know what I'm saying? For the majority of us, you know? I see the homies that are like on the borderline, like, yeah, they funk with the Northerners, but for us down here, it's like, we're slaughtering each other, you know what I mean? But for them up there, it's like, for the most part, it's like, they either have us in their backyard established because our hoods are up there. You know what I mean? There is barrios that are all blue-siders up there. You know what I'm saying? So for them, you know, their animosity towards us is like every day when we don't even think about them dudes. Like down here, I mean, who gives a about a Northerner down here? Like we don't got to worry about that. You feel what I'm saying? Like we don't face them. We don't run into them. So it's like I said, it's like, it's just a storyline that we hear about. You know what I mean? So when you're not living something, or battling with something, you know what I mean? Like it's a tall tale, you know? But for them, we are a reality, right? So for them, they need to talk about us. They need to make us a reality because they have to face us, you know what I'm saying? So I think that for them, yeah, we're a real presence. But for us down here, it's kind of like, it's not really that serious to us down here, dog, unless we really have to deal with it. So yeah, they have a motive, you know? They have like I see Burner, you know, putting a lot of money into like, you know, trying to blow up that side, you know what I mean? And like, merge with us, you know what I'm saying, down here, and have certain people collaborate with them on projects and business and shit, which I don't really see nothing wrong with, right? But I see the motive of it. And you know, social media platforms and people that are into the media, of course they're gonna exploit it. And they're gonna make it more than what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's like anything else, dog. It's politics, you know what I mean? So all we're doing is emulating what real politics do when it comes to president elections and all that shit, you know? They're creating the fear monger, you know what I mean? Even when it comes to the street shit, you know? So it makes for good storylines, dog, you know what I'm saying? And it makes for good content, and people, that's how people eat now, you know what I mean? It's like gossip is how people eat now. Like before, people ate off of real shit, you know what I mean? You couldn't move shit, you couldn't make shit happen unless you were real, and you had merit, you know what I mean? So now it's about the fairy tale, you know what I mean? Now it's about who can make the biggest storyline now, you know what I'm saying? Like down here, we talk about Richard Ramirez. Up there, they're still afraid of Michael Myers. So it's real life versus fiction, you know? Like we're the boogeyman up there, dog, and down here, you know, they're nothing, fool. You know what I'm saying? It's Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, you know what I mean? They ain't shit, you know?
You mentioned being on tour.
Yeah.
What's going on with these tours, man? What are these tours like?
You know, it's the culture, you know what I'm saying? Like for us as brown rappers, like, you know, it's the culture coming out and being proud to be able to identify with some on a big platform, you know? Like I've never been on my own tour, you know what I'm saying? I haven't had the luxury to garnish my own tour yet, but you know, I've been with King on his tours, and you know, I've joined Prayers on some shows on his tour, and it's the culture being proud to have real artists out now, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's always gonna trump like the hype on IG and all that shit. You know what I mean? It's like when you see artists doing tours, that's when you know they're on. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know like they're making real bread. Like right now, a lot of people are promoting false bags, man, and a false reality. Like the dudes are just popping, you know what I'm saying? And rappers come out, dog, and they're popping overnight. And it's like, it's not realistic, homie, unless you're seeing that tour money, you know? And those that upfront deposit, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, it's like it's real easy for smoke and mirrors on IG, dog. But at the end of the day, it comes down to hard ticket sales, you know? Can you sell out a venue? Can you bring out 300-400 people out? Like I did my own show, I think in man, I want to say it was like November. You know what I mean? We had 400 people come out, hard ticket sales, you know what I'm saying? So I think that you know, that's something that people overlook, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, once again, it's content, right? Like, you know what I mean? You make it seem like you popping, and the comments come in, the likes come in, and people from all these like rural towns that don't really know the truth or can't really see it for themselves, they feed into it because they want us to be popping. You know what I mean? They really do. They do want more brown faces, which is great, you know what I'm saying? But they're not really supporting like they should. You know, people want free music, dog. People just want to stream your shit. They don't want to download it and buy it. You know what I mean? People don't want to really support you by buying merch. They're still looking at Gucci and Louis Vuitton, you know, to identify with, when your own artists and your own people have their own product and their own merch out here to do. But once again, we're trapped with false realities, you know? Everybody want to be a baller, you know what I'm saying?
But what is the merch game like now?
The merch game is dry, homie. For myself, when you're on tour,
yeah,
it's great because it's an experience, right? Like you get to buy it from the actual artist and it becomes memorabilia to you, you know? It's a part of something that you lived physically and something that you enjoyed. So it's a badge of honor for our supporters, you know what I'm saying? But as far as myself, like just in general, the merch game has been slow, man. The economy's hurting everything. You know what I mean? Before, people had money to blow on a hoodie, you know what I'm saying, and a t-shirt. Now it's like gas prices and groceries are kicking your ass, you know? So that little extra money you had, it's hard to come by, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, now people are down to the bare necessities, and I get it, you know, I understand. Like, you know, I sympathize because I'm still living this still myself, you know?
What's up? This is Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Capone News.